I have just concluded frank and productive bilateral meetings with both Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Abbas.
It's Foreign Policy Week in Obama land. We already saw the president meeting with Israeli and Palestinian leaders in what appears to be a pattern for Obama, holding these meetings without preconditions or agreements on the table, which tend to make them little more than photo ops, which got us thinking about a trail mix political truism. Don't ask until I tell. Just look at how he's handling the military's desire for more troops in Afghanistan. Word is the Pentagon wants as many as 45,000 more troops. The White House not ready to make that decision, effectively saying, don't ask how many troops you want until I've decided how many I'll give you.
Each of us must do what we can, when we can, to grow our economies without endangering our planet, and we must all do it together.
Climate change is a hot topic for Obama's United Nations visit this week, but he can't ask other countries to do very much because Congress won't tell him what it's going to do about his plans to cap greenhouse emissions. China plans to tell the United Nations what it will do about climate change, so maybe if this becomes a big competition between us and them, President Obama can ask Americans to get behind it. In a variation of our ask and tell rule, Obama keeps asking and asking the Russians to support economic sanctions against Iran if they don't stop nuclear production. And when he chairs the UN Security Council meeting, he's going to ask again. But it still looks like the Russians are not going to tell him what he wants to hear. It's probably time for Obama to stop going hat in hand himself to these foreign leaders and let these things get worked out at the lower level so that when he finally asks, they tell him the right answers. It's kind of like the old Perry Mason rule for cross-examination. Don't ask a question until you know what the answer is.